wrote Gulliver's Travels. Swift spun adventure on its head, using the word to imply bravery and edge-of-the-envelope daring. The book was a smash, and adventure's new meaning filtered into the public's collective frontal lobe. Men of distinction and daring became glad to hear their names associated with adventure. But it was Cook, sailing the globe 40 years after Gulliver's publication, who became synonymous with the word. He imbued it with courage and class. Adventure wasn't just risk-taking to Cook, but a form of labor that bordered on art. He carried out work that was so all-encompassing. The great French explorer La Pérouse noted of Cook's daring, that there was little for his successors to do but admire it. Over the past 2 centuries, however, Cook has faded to a historical line drawing. Australians beatify the man, perhaps because Cook is the primary reason they don't speak French. Native cultures vilify him. Corporations longing to sound worldly take his name. Admirers ignore his shortcomings and paint him as a humble saint. Those with a vague awareness of Cook sum him up as a cartoon figure, a musty, fusty British sailor in a white powdered wig, spyglass in hand, thundering orders with the gravitas of Charles Lawton. But few identify him with hardcore adventure. Adding to the confusion is the alliterative way Cook's name and rank trip off the tongue like a trademark. Coca-Cola, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Captain Cook. That catchy collection of consonants has trivialized the man, but is also a major reason Cook has not disappeared from the public consciousness, as have more phonetically challengingly named explorers such as Abel Tasman or Pedro Fernandez de Queiroz. Captain Cook became Sir James Matthew Barrie's Captain Hook of Peter Pan in 1904, and Gene Roddenberry's Captain Kirk of Star Trek in 1966. Cook's ambition to go as far as I think it possible for man to go even became the Starship Enterprise's mission to boldly go where no man has gone before. It's worth noting that the alliteration is misleading. In his 50 years on Earth, Cook held the rank of captain just 4 years. The rank does not define the man. Cook was passionate and warm-hearted, but because of his introversion, came across as aloof. His critical mind questioned everything. He daydreamed constantly, and had the drive to transfer those dreams into reality, a drive that often appeared as eccentric to those who didn't share his vision. Cook then was quirky, bold, caring, and proud, and had a vision of the world that is only now being realized. It was Cook who began knitting Earth's cultures one island at a time. 2 centuries after Cook, the Internet finished the task, creating a global village. It's sweet irony that Tuvalu, a collection of islands in Cook's beloved South Pacific, has overcome its remote global locale by basing its entire economy on the Internet. I park my rental car at Newport's Transportation Center. It's October, not yet 8 a.m. I've got the place to myself. The sunlight is pale, a pastel backdrop for the autumn reds and yellows bursting in colorful exclamation about the horizon. I walk toward the ocean on this blustery morning, twisting my body into the blow until I'm aerodynamic, letting the wind slip over and around me without smashing me hard in the teeth. I stop a moment along the waterfront and stare out to sea. It's hard to imagine men willingly setting forth for multi-year journeys atop that unpredictable, unforgiving, indomitable tempest, whose color ranges from sky blue to pea green to opaque black. Then I continue down historic Washington Street, parallel to the waterfront, toward the Newport Bridge and the waterfront military facility housing the Naval War College. The houses along Washington